day 2 of trip 2. Camp's just getting rolling around. Josh is already eating.
Yeah, I gotta get some go juice in me. Coffee.
Did everybody sleep well?
Yes. Oh,
Did you freeze to death?
I didn't even think I was out in the wilderness. I thought I was at home. Then I come out, I'm like, oh, that's right.
We got some valuable information. Gage hit me up on the inReach last night and told me that our cameras up on top have elk on them.
Have some bodies up there.
So one of the things is it's about a mile from where we were yesterday before we came back here. And we have to gain some elevation. So, and then we got to do it in a way where we're going to have to go around because of the wind. But you've seen that area. If you've watched any of our videos before, you've seen that area. So you may want to go up there.
I'm
so
in.
Yeah, I'm
you guys are in?
I'm
Yes,
down,
sir.
yeah. Do it.
What did you say, gray tent?
Great tent.
Is that your first elk bugle ever in the woods?
Yeah, and it shook my spirit. That's exciting.
Okay, so you guys are gonna have to go across. You're gonna have to. The Crucible has begun. When we talked about the Crucible, it's because we talked about being put into something that creates us, that moves us and changes us and pushes us to do amazing things. So that's what we're after. We're not just after elk here, we're after change.
Him and he was 65 yards, but didn't have a clear shot. But just that was changed my life. for real, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Cascade elk hunting is some of the hardest elk hunting in Oregon, so there's no better place to have the Crucible Project. Today we're taking the group up to a place that we know that we have elk on the camera. Nobody in this group has ever been around an elk or called one in, so this ought to be interesting. We make our way up the hill, hit some of the rugged stuff, and teach these guys what it's like to hunt elk in the Cascades. Follow along as we see if we can find one of those illustrious bulls, one of the dark horn Cascade monsters. All these guys on the coast that talk about how easy the Cascades is compared to the coast must not have hunted a lot of the Cascades.
because you ask those guys how easy it is. It's not the most fun thing. Everybody talks crap about the Cascades compared to the coast. Come up in the Cascades sometimes. Look at that. He's crawling. Hey, you like the little nature hike?
Sorry?
You like the little nature hike?
Yeah, love it. Love it.
They call this hiking with bows. It's kind of like yoga with goats, except for a lot worse.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Going good so far. Like to see a couple elk, but we'll get them.
Yeah. Well, can you explain a little bit of what we've done so far?
Hiked a lot. Just trying to locate something.
Yeah. Did you expect to be hiking this much?
No, not at all. But it's a good thing. Wear some of this fat off.
There you go. What do you think so far?
I think it's been great. Just being patient.
What are you doing so far?
Yeah, we've just been out here waiting for the elk.
Did you think we're going to be hiking this much?
Yeah, the hiking's been great. And, yeah, just this whole experience, yeah. Thanks, Nate.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no, seriously. Lifetime.
We'll be doing a lot of interviewing you.
Yeah, sweet, yeah. Yeah, it's been awesome.
Good idea. Get those low levelers back up.
Yeah, they're killing my shoulders. Hanging low.
Did you think we were going to be hiking this much?
Yes and no.
What do you think so far?
I'm loving it.
Cool.
I'm getting my fat butt in shape.
This'll do it.
Oh, yes, sir.
We'll just keep doing what we're doing. We're going to run around, and we'll just keep hitting all these little pockets. So
Yeah.
we'll spend the day doing this, and you'll sleep good tonight.
Oh, yes, sir.
Is that your first elk bugle ever in the woods?
Yeah, and it shook my spirit. That's exciting.
Okay, so you guys are going to have to go across. You're going to have to sneak across. I want you guys to stay as quiet as you can when you go across there.
Can I drop my pack?
What's that?
Can I drop my pack with you?
You can, but keep it on.
Okay.
Because we're going to be moving. We won't be moving until you get there. Okay? Yep. Stay. So we just had a bugle. We just got a bull to bugle. We kicked the deer out, and then the bull bugled below us. And so, hey. So the goats are going down with them, but they're going to get over there. Yeah, so we're going to see what happens here. This will be interesting. this is crazy. Those guys have never been into a bull before, and my goats are going. We gotta find Kyle because we gotta move forward on this, but yeah, this is gonna be hard pressed to get this bull. We got the wind though. We got the wind. The goats are running around. They didn't know what to do, and these guys are now sitting in the trees. They need to get through the trees. They need to get through the trees and get to a place where they can shoot. I take it for granted. I hunt with Gage a lot, and we know exactly what we're doing. Yeah. And I take it for granted. That's all I can say. Kyle, we got a bull bugling. Kyle's just walking across the sun down here. But we're gonna get this. Hey. That's the big one down there. He pulls the rangefinder out. Maybe it's a spike or something. He's calling those other elk down. Should I try to sneak down or come across this way? Yeah. The problem is I don't want Kyle going any farther forward. Get where you can shoot. Get where you can shoot. That big bull's coming. This is going to be a miracle if we get this bull. But this is how the people learn. You got to do stuff like this to learn. And they're learning all right. They both saw that big branch bull, and they don't know what to do. They're really getting freaked out. It's awesome, but at the same time, it's gonna be a miracle. have a preference when you're cramping?
No, but that sounds better. Should I just put this straight in my mouth? Wow.
You know you can put that in your water.
He's just hunting with a bunch of amateurs. The wind shifted on our back, and we lost the confidence of the bull. He didn't go far, though. They're not that far. But we're going to have to let the wind shift a little bit, let him calm down a little bit. We'll go up and around and come back at this. We'll probably eat something. Yeah. But yeah, we are. I was coming across there. I was like, it's going to be a miracle if we kill this thing. Because the goats were running back and forth. And then they got separated, so they started going, rah. But that bull, with them running, he loved that. He thought that was something else. That's what got everything going, was when that deer took off. Just when you think there's nothing. Exactly. There's everything. You know when Trent, born and raised, says it only takes one. It only takes one. Did you feel the wind switch? Yeah. I felt it on my neck. Yeah. So he lost confidence in us. So what we got to do is we got to let him calm down and then bring him back up there. Now we're gonna go do him. Oh, yeah. So, but we're gonna have to go up and around. We can't go below him. He'll never come to us below him. Did you see him again down there?
I seen his legs like quarter of his upper body.
Yeah.
I think it's 6 point.
The one is. The one's a big one.
Yeah.
There's some other ones with him, but yeah, the one bugling has the big one. You know when he was going round. Yeah. That's a like come here call.
Like gathering up his.
Yeah, but he was doing it to me, trying to get me to come out to see him, and I do it back to him, and he's like. So we need to chill here. We need to chill out here for about probably half an hour. He didn't go far, and then we're gonna go up, get out of the slipstream of wind, and then come back down on the other side of him. Now the wind's perfect. It was perfect most of the time.
It was.
And then it shifted.
Switched, yeah.
That one shifted, and he was gone. That's when he quit calling too.
Yeah.
So let's chill.
That was exciting though.
What'd you guys think? Did you ever get to see him? Oh yeah. Sure did hear him though, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
You guys both saw him though, didn't you?
Yeah. He was at 94.
Yeah. 94 is just too much. Yeah. We did everything we could to get back on those elk, but the wind didn't work with us. Clear into the afternoon, it kept swirling. So we made our way back to camp, kind of with tails between our legs, but also
invigorated. Guys in this camp, they've never even heard an elk, more or less seen one. So as we made our way to camp, spirits were high, and we were stoked for the next day.
Yeah, just being outside here was a huge surprise. And then, yeah, just being able to get eyes on an elk and hear it was, that was a surprise because I had never heard a bugle out in the wild before, in the flesh. Yeah. I just got so pumped. I was like, wow. It totally rattled my heart, and straight away knocked an arrow, got out of the sun, and then from there was just, yeah, looking for which position to go to next to try and seal the deal. But just hearing it and seeing the bull was.
You saw two different bulls.
Yeah,
too.
I saw two different bulls. I saw the big one, then I looked to my left, and there was a spike bull staring right at me. And I ranged him, and he was 65 yards, but didn't have a clear shot. But just that was changed my life. For real. Yeah.
After hearing that bugle, I'm hooked.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So, was that the first elk that you've ever heard in the woods?
Oh yeah, yeah. When he returned bugle, I felt it through my soul. I mean, every fiber stretched in my body, and every muscle, every tendon that was sore was not sore. I was pumped. I was ready. I wanted to seal the deal.
Truthfully, I suck at elk hunting, so figured this would be my best opportunity to get into them, learn something about them, and just hang out with new guys out in the woods. When we got into the elk, it was, I learned that I need a lot of patience.
Pandemonium.
Yes, it was a cluster, but yeah. So we were going across. We kind of saw this deer moving down through the bottom, and then all of a sudden this bull lets off this bugle, and pretty much after that it was chaos. You had three inexperienced guys scattering. We had goats running all over, baaing at each other. Nate's trying to get us wrangled up. It was a cluster, but yeah, I think we just all got jacked up and kind of super focused on the elk. And
Did you get to see him?
we did, yes. I had him at 94 yards. He looked like a decent bull. One of the other guys saw he saw a spike as well. But yeah, it's I couldn't even get my arrow knocked. I was so jacked up. I don't know what went through my mind, truthfully. I got so excited. I usually don't shake when I hear or see animals, but man, it had me fired up pretty good.